Hello, everybody.
Good morning, friends.
Joe here.
Kevin.
So, a lot happened last week.
For sure.
One aspect that I loved was the sense of community that they came out of it with Al and everybody, Powers Booth's character.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and it's like, it's really kind of funny because Al has been like, we've seen it before, right? With the trial and everything. Uh-huh. No government here. No government here. We don't want government here. We don't want the federal government here.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons for him, because
sure.
He's organized crime. But as we saw in the last episode, you are the government, man. You're it.
That's what it is. He's basically the mayor.
He at least. He's going as far as like manipulating the press a little bit with some, let's say, less than honest reporting.
Say that on the way back already.
Yeah, exactly.
They haven't even got the guys yet.
It's kind of like Marjorie Taylor Greene, like, I hate the government. And it's like, you are the government. You're in Congress.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's a smidge of Al having to step into that role. I love how put upon Al is all the time by everybody else.
Sure, yeah.
It's like, that's what he is. It's like, yeah, he's, technically a bad guy or whatever, even though those lines are really blurry on this show. But he steps up and he takes a lot of garbage to try to keep everything moving in the direction he wants it to go.
Easily not done anything.
He could
right?
have, right.
And I don't know why we're going to bat for Al. I mean, look, I think the character is so enjoyable.
Oh,
he's done detestable things, but like he is a very enjoyable character.
He's consistently the source of humor on the show, or at least one of them. He's so menacing. Ian McShane is very engaging on this show.
I'd say he's up there with any character we've seen in the show on this channel so far. I mean,
For sure,
he's
right.
like he just jumps out immediately.
He's I don't think he's as amoral as he lets on. He's greedy. He's obviously driven by self-interest completely.
He's murderous. I mean,
he does terrible things. He's done plenty of them, but I don't know that the camp works without him. You know what I mean?
agree. Honestly, seriously, I think he's kind of the glue holding everything together.
He really is.
If you think about it, if something happens to Al, then it's just kind of chaos in the camp.
Right, and the team up between him and Cy Tolliver was something I didn't really expect. Them to like. I don't know if they're actually going to get along at some point because they're technically very much competitors.
Cy is the one that I'm kind of still like trepidatious about. You know what I mean?
Cy comes across as more level-headed than Al, but I don't buy it. I think he's definitely more menacing.
There's an underbelly there, right?
Yeah,
because we saw what he said to
Joni and
Joni. Yeah, thank you.
And to I can't remember his dealer, Ricky Jay's character.
Oh my God, what is his name?
We've
just called him Ricky Jay for so
Ricky
long.
Jay. Yeah, I've written down.
I know.
Ricky Jay, who was definitely not the character's name. Eddie.
Eddie. Okay.
Yeah, Eddie. He has his limits. Like, you push him far enough, and I feel like he's a guy that will bury bodies.
I want to see more of that because they hasn't gone there. Well, I guess with Andy, he tried. He was just going to dump Andy out in the woods.
I feel like he gets there.
I apologize. But we still have to deal with the outbreak. I want to see how Andy's going to play into it because
I feel like Andy comes back to town with a vengeance. I really do.
Jane said that he's better.
Getting better, yeah. She saved him.
And then we clocked the name of the episode. Bullock returns to camp. Seth, he killed a native. And
he did. A pretty brutal one, according to Charlie.
Yeah.
So, do you think they were still going after Jack? So, do you think this episode, if Bullock returns to camp, do you think they catch up to Jack and do whatever they're going to do with him? Or do they give up? I think they were still following him at the end of the episode.
They were still following him
after the burial.
I don't know. I think, honestly, I don't know. Like I said, we haven't read the real life story.
Right.
I'm willing to bet Jack just kind of gets away from Deadwood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm headed with it because we have so many things happening right now, and they set up so much in the last episode to where it's like, is Jack the focus anymore? You know what I mean?
Maybe some point down the road, like someone would be like, hey, by the way,
you could always do that.
Because who knows what happened to Jack in real life?
Sure.
Maybe he did just like any other assassin of a famous person, goes to another town, opens his mouth, as Jack will definitely do, and someone kills him.
Like I've mentioned before, Bob Ford went on stage for years and
It
dramatized it.
Did not end well for him.
So
and Jesse James was every bit a criminal, much more so, I feel like, than Wild Bill Hickok. I feel like he was probably more beloved.
100%.
So I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we're not done with Jack.
Me too.
All right, let's jump into it. We want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us. And, of course, give a special thank you to our super patrons. Actuarial Lurker, Balash Voldes, Chris, Derek Peterson, Jamie Morgan, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ, Sudugunda Varapu, Torgir Lingstad, Ware Panda 47, Trey Contreras, and AB. Thank you so much, guys. Really glad you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Hey.
If you mind hitting the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
If you would like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else that we've watched or we're currently watching, please check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. On everything on Patreon, we're at least 4 episodes ahead of there of where we are on YouTube, including on this show. You will have to sync and watch along on your own source material.
Yep.
You only seen hear us over on Patreon. We have to follow the copyright laws. Sorry.
I'm curious to see if any of the other main cast get sick with smallpox.
I was wondering that too. Like, I feel like so far it's just been characters we don't really know, or introduced right before.
And this show's not shy with killing people.
Right.
I would not be surprised if somebody from the main cast does get smallpox.
Yes, for sure. One of our patrons said that they know a person who worked on this show and said Deadwood smells exactly like it looks. With all the mud and everything in the street.
Love it.
Yeah.
Apparently they shot this in California too.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah. Not a very well guarded one.
No. Just walk right in.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so Jack might actually just be here.
All right. Huh.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he'd sell, but the fucking jerk's in that bunkhouse.
Sounds like he's him. Yeah.
Yep. He's a jerk.
Yeah. Everyone hates him already.
Yep. That's Jack.
Yep. Oh, so you've met Jack.
Jack McCall.
I'm done.
Probably spoke of killing Wild Bill Hickok. Well, we're Bill Hickok's friends.
Everyone clears out.
Yep. Oh, crap.
Yep.
And if you got your head blown off sitting here with your back turned, that'd be as fair play as you gave him.
I think so. Oof.
I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah.
Let's take the cocksucker to Yankton.
Maintain a little bit of honor there.
Mm-hmm. Good for you, Seth. I like that. And Charlie.
I don't know of a Henry Anderson in Kent, but that don't mean there ain't.
This was took of them in the Union Army.
Oh.
Kristen Bell.
Yep. Somebody on
So-
Patreon said that she was on the show.
Did she?
Yeah.
Did they? Okay.
Here. Third from the middle.
Wow, she is a baby in this.
Yeah.
It's no guarantee your dad's anywhere near this area. And there's no fucking joy in me telling you that.
Oh my God.
She can get work right here.
No, sir.
No, thank you.
Jeez, Al.
Right.
4 bits a day. And I'd bet you'd like the first in advance. Same for her. There's regrets for me being such a roughie. If I don't fire him first, you can pick him up at 10.
Thank you, sir.
These poor people. They're gonna get stepped all over, aren't they?
We teach a special sweeping technique here.
Oh my God, man.
Jeez.
Follow her lead.
That is clearly to keep the girl around, right?
Yeah.
For corruption's sake.
For sure. It's gotta be.
I'm required to be at the graveyard. The widow Garrett is laying her husband to rest.
That's good.
The wet cloth to his lips seems to give him some relief.
All right.
These are 2 really nice people here.
Yeah. I like that. I like that there is a little bit of hope here, you know?
You might want to steer clear of his reflection for a while, but you're symptom-free, you ain't contagious no more, and you can't get reinfected.
Nice.
Damn, his heels under my care stay fucking healed.
Hereafter in Calamity, I'll be sure to call for Jane.
Calamity Jane. There
Yep.
you
I'm gonna monitor your activities. Find out what you do weighs so heavy on your fucking conscience.
It's good makeup.
Good luck to you.
All right.
You're on your own for alterations.
You go see Cy, and you're like, what's up?
I would.
I'm gonna lay this cloth on your fucking lips.
That's brutal.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Starr's been ever so attentive. Very considerate. To you.
Oh.
That's a great shot.
Always there. It's like a buzzard.
He is like a buzzard, isn't he?
When we leave the hotel, my boss will be watching.
Shall I reel and stagger?
Yeah.
I know the risk lying to him has put you to. I can't imagine why I'd make it the subject of humor.
You're feeling better.
That's true. She is looking a lot better, isn't she?
Yeah.
I'll be ready in just a moment.
I can have a cup of coffee downstairs.
No, not at all. Wait in here. With Trixie.
He's playing matchmaker.
Yeah. It's a great shot.
It is, isn't it?
Saul and Trixie? Yeah. All right, why not?
That widow ain't high.
Over realizing a certain friend has used me as an instrument of purposes he concealed.
Assume you ain't been privy to the ins and outs of that matter for the sake of fucking conversation. You and me declared undying loyalty and full faith, mutual disclosure about every fucking detail.
You used me as a pawn, Al.
And you fucked up the game is the central fucking present issue.
You want to feel a damp palm, Al. Select either of these hands.
Get that fucking claim.
20 if I have to. My word.
All right.
He's not going to 20.
No.
He just got work over here.
Good for him. So it's just the two of you?
Oh my God, these guys
That's
are.
what I'm saying, man.
Got a photograph. I don't recognize the likeness.
No.
Henry Anderson.
Yes.
These guys are snakes.
Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do while your brother works?
Work too, while we're looking to set aside if we have to move on.
Well, what do you do?
Oh my God.
Cook, clean, sew, sweep.
How quick do you learn?
God.
Look, you see her face though. She was like, "Oh God, here we go."
Micah?
And on the great day, his father will take him into it.
Oh yeah.
Our helm is a mighty fortress.
What is that in her hair?
I know. I was looking at it. I couldn't tell. I'm so glad he's back.
Yeah.
He needs to be here.
Seriously, before all this goes bad.
Might raising my offer to say $19,500 prompt you to an immediate answer?
Right in the middle of her husband's funeral.
Get out of here.
Yeah. He's really desperate for that percentage.
He is.
I will require a decision within 24 hours.
Please stop speaking to me, Mr. Fox.
He sees everything. Oh no, he's falling apart,
Yeah,
isn't
he
he?
is,
He
yeah.
forgot the
I caught
words.
that, yeah.
Oh, do you worry for her, Dan? Wandering the muck of our thoroughfare? Her tiny self all but swallowed up in horse shit?
Dan's in love.
He's spitting already.
Yeah.
Oh, ain't no such bad sorts here, huh, Miles?
Yeah, he's trying to make it nice with him.
So, do you want to ask your sister if she'd like to reconsider?
Oh my God.
You don't really mean that, Mr. Swearingen?
Of course I don't mean it. How dare you suggest it?
Oh my God.
Raised our offer to 20 and demanded answer within the day.
Oh my God.
But what, you cocksucker?
And I trust this doesn't alter our agreement.
I trust you know 2% and nothing's fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And I certainly realize that you and Mr. Starr have responsibilities of your own.
Are you firing me, Mrs. Garrett?
Yeah, I was doing the same thing.
Offering you absolution.
Otherwise, I'm staying on.
Yeah, he wants to do this.
Yeah.
So how hard are they coming at you to sell?
Pretty hard.
$7,500. Presumably also.
So now he knows.
Yep, there it is.
Under the circumstances, I'd say that's coming pretty hard.
Yeah.
Anyways, are you at risk for the smallpox?
I was inoculated in New York City.
No, cool.
The child whose life you saved presumably has not been, but I assume she's safer under my care than traveling in a covered wagon with strangers.
Just keep up in that hotel room.
Yeah.
You are changed.
You seem to be too.
Yeah, he does seem a little relieved, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Our special get acquainted with those we'd like to get acquainted with say.
He's coming on pretty strong too.
He is. Love is in the air.
Yeah.
It's not just the smallpox.
You got this place just about built, don't you?
Saving the last master strokes for Sad.
Okay, so there has been some time passage
Yeah.
then.
Taking care of her for Mrs. Garrett.
Much as she favors you, she could be yours.
Yeah, actually, I mean,
Yeah.
there's a resemblance.
See if you can make those accounts add up.
You think we're headed that way?
I would love it. She just becomes a town accountant.
Yeah, get out of there.
Yeah.
Admit her to your trade at public hours. Congratulations, sir, on your advanced thinking.
Oh my God.
Al wants you, Trixie.
Someone's gonna beat this guy down at some
It's
point.
gonna
okay?
happen. I'm
Yeah.
kind of surprised that's happened already.
Our dad ain't here. I know it, even if my brother don't.
Probably leave.
Yeah.
At the same time, he was a stupid son of a bitch. And rough.
Most men probably were back then. That doesn't mean you have to go work for these guys, though.
I feel like we're heading that way. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Oh, hi.
What's up, bro?
If I was Eddie, I'd be like, well, I got something to do in the back.
Yeah, it's awkward.
Oh.
Lazarus, risen.
Oh, man.
I'm here for my belongings.
They burned him.
Important thing is you're well. I'll front you whatever you need. Let's get something going, huh?
And we ain't getting nothing going.
Yeah.
Better than to throw him in the woods to fucking die.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Use the money for a horn to toot and go join the fucking circus.
I'm glad he took the money.
Am I detaining you in...
God.
Why are you pissed off?
I ain't pissed off. I'm in fucking wonderment.
So you want me back over there? And to tell you what they fucking decide? Or do you want to rip my fucking guts out?
I don't think she's actually still working her. I think this is just her working him.
Yeah, she is.
Don't kid yourself, Trixie. Don't get a mistaken idea.
She is our tragic character in the show, though.
She's one of them, for sure.
Takes it again. I'm glad that he's back.
Yeah, I am too.
In come that coward McCall. Walked up on him and shot him in the head.
Yeah, he has back to the door.
Right where he sat.
If I may, sir. This is here.
Oh, the guy with the bullet in his arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
McCall produced a revolver and shouting, "Take that, damn you!"
He didn't shout anything.
Now, I'm told that Hickok fell dead immediately, but I won't testify to it. Struck me in my right wrist, and I lost several seconds to pain before regaining my senses.
Oh, my God.
I will take the murderer's bullet to my grave.
Nobody cares about you.
He's like, I'm important to the story.
Yeah. This is a guy that probably spent the rest of his life telling that story to everyone who would listen.
Sure.
That is the hand that Wild Bill had.
Sure, Captain.
That guy's probably heard it like 1,000 times.
Right. Probably say it along with him.
Do you like it, Flora? Why not?
Okay, so we are going this way.
Yeah, that was fast.
I prefer you happy.
That's true. She doesn't really smile a lot, does she?
No, she's not happy.
Could you tell little bears not to make so much of getting this one out of here?
I'm assuming they're inoculated. I mean, like, because they're all up in it, you know?
They were together, Mr. Bullock and he. Yeah. They'd captured Jack McCall.
I hope that's only the beginning of what they fucking did to him.
Yeah.
Mr. Bullock was struck by an Indian's axe. Marked like the firstborn of Adam and Eve.
Are you drunk?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
He's having a seizure.
You're all right, Reverend. All right.
This is a great performance.
Yeah, this guy's so good.
But it also wouldn't surprise me if you had a lesion in your goddamn...
Okay, yeah.
And that's what's giving you the seizures and generating your chats. Goddamn offense intended.
Doc's tired, too. Only reason he's talking so fucking harsh.
God, I love these people so much.
I know.
The instrument of God's instructive intention, Doctor. If I'm so afflicted.
If you want to look at it that way.
Getting out of here and getting yourself some goddamn rest.
Yeah.
Here's $1 anyway. You're swell.
Oh my
You're
God.
swell. See how her brother reacts to it.
She's not gonna tell him.
Let me get you a place to sit away from these rough son of bitches.
You're right. He is smitten.
He is, man.
Hey! Don't you drinking at the bar or get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Cider if it's not a trouble.
Soft side.
I like sarsaparilla.
Soft cider. He thinks she's too innocent to drink.
Our chances of finding her dad are greater than yours of walking out of this door upright. Unless you shut your fucking mouth.
Like, all right.
Yeah, but this guy can't shut up either. He's as bad as Jack.
A lot of them are.
Yeah.
It's the whiskey.
That Indian saved Jack McCall's life. I'll tell you that fucking much.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Get his opinion, too. Who should guard that hen house we're going to build?
Because I think everyone just kind of knows what Al's pulling here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. It's like an open secret, right?
Yeah, right, yeah.
So what place would make a better score?
Where I'm working. But why not take them both?
Oh. This is all a con.
Yeah, I just caught that.
Yeah. Well,
I felt so bad for them.
They had me fooled.
Well, she does seem quite innocent, doesn't she?
I think that son of a bitch better stop looking evil at that little girl.
Oh, my God.
It's like Jack Nicholson in The Shining, isn't it?
Tuesday.
Well, whoever got the job done. I hope you gave as good as you got. And it's good to have you back.
Is he eating peaches? One of Johnny's peach cans?
That's a great callback.
So if any way his work was mistaken, I'd be coming after you.
That's a really good reason.
What if I decline to make the fucking recommendation?
Then you better hope whoever I find does his job right, because I'm still holding you accountable.
Oh my God.
You and I know how it is, Mr. Swearingen.
How what is?
She gets a square shake.
Man.
Nice.
Being ready for me will take care of your waking hours, and you better have someone to hand the task off to when you close your fucking eyes.
My God.
We understand each other.
Yeah, I think we do, don't we?
Yeah.
Now what?
Yeah, right? I was thinking the same thing. Now what?
Jesus fucking Christ. Walk right past me, Your Holiness.
Was that Dan fighting with somebody?
I think Dan's the guy that was staring at her.
Yeah.
I think he finally snapped.
Stare at her now, cocksucker. Let him down! Let him fucking down!
Maybe they shouldn't try to rob these two places.
Oh,
he did kill him. Okay. I thought I was just choking him a little.
Nope. Dang. Yeah, we know Dan's got a dark side.
Yeah.
Now what do you
Or should I have had him hold him up?
You heard what I said about the widow.
Oh, yes, Your Holiness. You heard me too.
You know, I think the flames in the background really kind of emphasize this is
sure,
hell.
the
You know what I mean?
The contrast.
Yeah.
So I take it this was a fair fucking fight, yeah? 2 free drinks for everybody.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry that you had to see that.
Shut the fuck up, Dan, and get her the fuck away from here.
Yeah, you guys might be in over your head.
For sure. I think that's the message here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that frog-looking fellow left the tent that I found up in the woods.
Frog looking.
I was going to say, is he frog looking?
He has big eyes, I guess.
Yes.
Who's there, goddammit?
What the hell does it look like?
Oh, he's finally going to see him.
Jesus Christ, come upon a person unawares in a fucking graveyard.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Was Bill dead by the time you saw him?
Yeah, he was already dead.
Yeah, it wasn't like instantaneous. Man.
Yeah.
And that Bullock fellow was with me that you seemed to like.
Although it occurred to me to wonder why the fuck they didn't do for the cocksucker right on the fucking spot.
I love this.
I do too. Like siblings.
Yeah.
Can I tell him some more tomorrow?
Sure, what the fuck you asking me for?
I have no people anywhere.
You could go to New York. I could have...
Well, yeah.
What the fuck? What would keep you here?
That's a good question.
She's about to say her name, you know. She named her sisters and her folks. Think of Ellen.
I understand her anger. Like, stop this and
totally
get this
get it.
kid out of town. It's about the kid.
Yeah.
For
Trixie's like, I can't go.
Right, yeah.
But I am curious as to what is keeping her there, because I don't think it's just Seth.
I don't think it's just Seth. I don't think it's just the money and the...
Do you think she wants some sort... I mean, my guess is like revenge or something. Like,
yeah, I think she's not done with the town. I think she wants answers. I don't know if it's revenge.
Retribution.
Maybe.
I mean, like,
yeah, some type of closure with her husband getting murdered and there being no justice for it. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I think that's why she's staying around.
Unless it is just Seth. I mean, I don't know. I mean...
I don't know. I felt like he was doing a little bit more staring than she was.
That was my read of it.
Right.
That's why when Trixie said it, I was like, well, I thought it was one-sided, but whatever.
It's probably not one-sided. He might have just been more obvious because he doesn't have much of a poker face.
He doesn't.
He does not have a poker face.
No, he's a straight shooter.
But man, has there ever been a better cast for a television show than this? This
I'm telling
cast
you.
is an all-timer,
I'm telling you. And I got to stop saying, like, because we watch a lot of shows where I'm like, oh, this is the best show ever. Because, like, I genuinely feel like this is the best show ever. I don't know how that's possible,
really
how we can watch all these shows and I'm like, that's my favorite. But, like, every time we start an episode, I'm locked in.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and I don't know if it's because of, like, you know, it's not epic, right? It's not big and sweeping like most Westerns are.
No.
It is very contained, and I'm so interested in the workings of this town, you know?
It's gritty, right? It's more like an Italian Western than it is an American
spaghetti Western,
50s.
kind of.
Yeah, because it is just a lot darker and a lot grittier and a lot muddier.
There is a certain realism to it.
Absolutely.
And Ian McShane, I don't know the Emmy situation with this show, But
don't either.
the man should have an Emmy for this performance because
He's so good. He's perfect.
It's
in this role.
captivating.
Yeah.
It makes me want to go watch his other works. You know what I mean?
Right, for sure.
And I'm not really familiar with what he has outside of John Wick and this. You know?
Yeah, I think Hot Rod. He was.
Oh my God, he was in Hot Rod.
He was
Yeah,
like the stepdad in Hot
Oh,
Rod.
I love Hot Rod. That's right. I forgot about that.
But yeah,
Frank.
I haven't seen him do a lot else.
Yeah, I mean, was he in a Pirates of the Caribbean movie? I think he played Blackbeard in a movie. I've never seen it. I was off the Pirates bandwagon at that point.
I got off that pretty fast.
Me too.
By the time I was in the second movie, I was like, oh wait, I don't really like these.
And on the flip side, though, we have the Powers Booth character who, like, I just find so evil.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that the two con artists, thieves, whatever they are, they want to take a score from both places. After watching Dan murder a guy for looking at the girl, maybe I think you're right. I hope they realize they're in over their head.
Pump the brakes.
I don't think they will. I don't think they'd be here if it was a simple case of nope, this was a bad idea. I think now they may just pick one.
Yep.
And my guess at this point would be it'll be Psy.
Sure.
After watching what Dan did, I think probably the gem is off the table as far as it's somewhere to rob.
You know, and I don't know how long they'll be on this show. They could leave. I mean, like
Right.
because like this is pre-fame for Kristen Bell. So,
Yeah,
like,
for sure,
It could
right.
just be like they're here for a couple episodes and they get out and the getting's good.
Right.
You know what I mean? However, I think the conversation she had with oh my gosh, forgive me. Who was the lady over at
Joni?
Thank you, Joni. The conversation she had with Joni leads me to believe that she might be kind of important because she's already got a customer,
Right.
and he's following her, and then obviously she's like, I like to see you smile. You know what I mean? And so she's no stranger to the game.
It's hard to say. I'm guessing that these two probably aren't based on real people because it seems like such a smaller storyline.
It is.
Maybe they are, but I feel like the central cast is probably more, name characters that are actual people versus some of these kind of in and out characters. Like, I'd be surprised if Andy was a real person. I'd be surprised if Kristen Bell's character and Miles were real people.
Or Dan, for that matter. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah, for sure.
They're having some fun with history, which
I think is great. I'm here for it.
I am too.
It's making for really terrific storytelling. So I don't really care how accurate it is. It makes a good television show.
The fact that this actually took place, or like this town was real, these people are real, is just kind of like a cherry on top. It's like, oh, cool, you know what I mean? These people live.
Yeah, there's some historical accuracy to this, or at least a nod to history anyway. And I like the fact that does bring a little verisimilitude. It's not necessary, but yeah, I think it's great that Al Swearingen was a real guy and that Seth Bullock was a real guy.
Yeah. Right? It's like, now they probably weren't as entertaining as they are in the show, but
who cares, right?
It's a great show.
It's a great show.
This is amazing.
It really is. Again, cannot stress enough what an all-time banger of a cast on this show. Yeah. Everyone's killing it. All right, we'll catch you in the next one, guys.
See ya.